Alright, well, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday Jake and I worked at the out here with the cattle a little bit. Got my cows and calves separated. Wanted to put a tag in one of the cows that had no tags before we didn't know who she was. So got a tag back in her. They're not real happy because cows and calves are separated, trying to wean the calves off of the cows. So I want to get them all turned out into another lot. Right now I got them in here by the barn, and this is kind of a small area for that many, and it's getting kind of yucky. So I want to get the cows turned out into a bigger area, but I just got electric fence around that, so gonna walk the electric fence, look it over, probably add some things in a couple of spots that I know is getting kind of low, and the cows could kind of go right under things if they really wanted to at this point. So that's what I'll be up to here. All right, so after I look at the electric fence, I'll be able to open that gate right there. I got a little alleyway thing right through here for a little ways, and the electric fence on this side, and electric fence over on this other side. We're just kind of walking along, making sure it's up in reasonable shape and there ain't a lot of stuff in it. Got my son Josh with me today. He's out here helping me, so you'll probably see tidbits of him here and there. Anyways, we'll walk along and see what we find. I know I've got a couple spots back over here on the other side of this lot, out in here, bigger area I've got for the cows, that is getting washed out, and it's getting pretty well. The electric fence is too high, so I'm going to try to add some wire in there and make them a little bit so the cows wouldn't be able to walk under it quite so easy. I think I've said something about a VAC that we have. There it sits, and in all of its glory and vines all over it. That's a project someday, I hope. Get it up and running again. My grandpa with them had that old tractor. It had a front mounted cultivator to it, and there's a little bit of that left. I'm not sure what all happened with a lot of the cultivator that was on it. Just a little 2-row cultivator, all it was. Anyhow, we'll walk along and check this fence over for things like this. Got a post and no insulator. I wonder where the insulator went. Might have to go get another insulator. I didn't bring one of them with me like a dummy. That's pretty much touching that, and that'll be a dead ground. I don't see an extra one nowhere either. Sometimes I got an extra one on a post, and I can just pop one of them off and use it then. Ain't seeing one of them very close either. Probably got covered by leaves. It's probably been off long enough. If it is laying around somewhere, it got covered up by leaves, I imagine. My cows have been used to electric fence, so, and they've been in this area before, so they know it. And they're usually pretty good about staying in pretty good for me. So it is white-tailed deer season. So one of the nifty things we got is a rifle with us. I'll let Josh kind of go up ahead. We're going to be coming to a field over here on the back side of this. Sometimes there can be some deer out there, so since he's got the gun, I'll let him go up there and scope out things. Never know what you're going to see when you're going to see it. So this is a field that we deer hunt over a lot of times. Straight across the field and along the tree line over there, I have a ladder stand and we hunt out of it. And up the hill behind all the brush, I have a tripod stand up there that we hunt out of. That's why I was having him kind of go ahead of me to, if he would happen to see something, maybe he could get a shot at something. But been seeing them out there. I got a 10-acre field just north of the barn, the lot where the cows were, and been seeing them out there about every evening here. So I don't know what'll show up where or when, but if you ain't ready, you can't do anything about it if you did see something. You can bring a chainsaw back here and get rid of some little stuff, it looks like. Yeah, so our tripod stand is in the tree lawn and probably up that way. We got it kind of towards the crest of the hill a little bit more out there, so that we can see south from that tripod stand, and then north from there back towards our ladder stand. A lot of times my son Jake and I will both hunt in one and the other of those at the same time. Always hope that if one, or if they come out, why they'll be either closer to one or the other of us and get a shot at one. Haven't got to do a whole lot of hunting yet this year. Unfortunately in Kansas, stupid rifle season ain't very long either. Well, this is some of the spot I was kind of talking about too. I don't think they're going to get in the middle of all that mess and mess with that much. But this is washing out through here and getting out into this waterway. Been putting some debris and different stuff through it, or in it, trying to slow the erosion down. It's kind of, this across here is my main concern. I want to try to add some wire and hang down in here lower. Alright, got a wire off of the wire coming down, got a rock to kind of hold it down lower over this little bit of spot where it's washing out. We got another post in the middle, so now we got one wire and another wire up top that was already across here, and then it going on across to the post over there with the yellow insulator. You can barely see in this thing probably, but I got a rock down there hanging on the wire too to kind of keep it lower in this spot. I think that'll be enough to keep them out of that now. They're pretty good about if they get their nose bit, why they'll stay the heck away from it. So on we go now. Got some of my old equipment sitting back in here. Got an old 469 that I don't really want to get rid of at this point. I think we could probably fix it up. The wobble box needs some work on it. Other than that, I used to mow hay with that machine. The one without a tongue over there up on cinder blocks is a 479 we've been robbing parts off of. And I got my chisel sitting back here, and a field cultivator and some old case plows and a few other things. But got a bale of hay back here ready for the cows already. Fed that the other night, so it would be ready for them when I get them out here. Tree limb in the darn thing. Darn nuisance trees are always growing up where you don't want them. The wire going down through here. Get the camera right. Little cedar tree. It's kept it burnt away from it as I've had it on there. It's got a little round hole right on through. Need to get rid of them trees. More of them. Here's some deer sign. Got a buck's been around here roughing up things. That little locust tree there, he worked it over a little bit. This one over here, he rubbed on it and worked him over a little bit more. And there's another one right here. He worked that one over even more. Shoot, this ain't but a couple 100 yards from my house. Some more of my old junk equipment. Remember the number of that thing? It's the international disc. 460, is that what they were? I think it was a 460, I believe, but anyway, kind of sidetracked. Here's a project I hope to be working on soon. This old manure spreader. I have composite lumber stuff that I want to replace all the wood that's all rotted out in this thing and get this thing fixed back up so I can use it again. The wood is just gone in this thing. So that might be a project coming up here sometime this winter, I hope. Maybe sooner than later, I don't know. We just kind of play it by ear and go how it flows. Alright, so here in the barn, I kind of got a redundancy going here. That top charger right now, I need to get sent off and reworked. Seems like it's always my luck that lightning gets my electric fence, but should be able to plug this thing in here. Ain't been plugged in for a while. If I can get it figured out which way it needs to go. It says 0. It ain't ticking very loud at all. I don't remember seeing any dead shorts, but maybe we'll go out here and look around and listen, and we might find something. Well, found a spot. You hear it tick, tick, ticking in this wire out here. I got it coming down the lot, the top of the lot there, and right here, it's caught on a piece of barbed wire. Yeah, I suppose turn that sucker off, because I don't really feel like getting lit up, I guess. And I ain't got my cheater to get it off of there either. Okay. Alright, got that off of that barbed wire. That's one thing about having the electric fence close to barbed wire. Just one of them darn little barbs catches the wire and you'll dead short it out. Maybe it looks better now. Hey, there we go. That's more like it. 16.3, so that's kilovolts. So that's 16,000 plus volts. It will out you. Got a pretty hot charger I run. Alright, I guess we'll go around to the gate and turn these cows out and see if they like that. Are you done now? Oh, somebody else has got something to say. Yeah, they don't like being away from their calves. They'll get over it. See if these critters would like to be out. There's 2 on their way. 3. Yeah, they're interested. They're interested in going someplace new. Like I said, all these have been here before, so this is not unusual to them. Keeping the bull and the calves in here. They're there on the other side of the green panels across. And here comes the last of the cows. Cows and calves know where each other are, so I'm gonna close this gate back up. Well, the ones that ain't got babies, they're enjoying and took off. They know where they're at, but the ones that had babies, they're not wanting to stray very far. And they're still letting their disgust be known. We have to listen to this for a while, but they'll get over it eventually. Anyhow, I guess this will be about it for this time. I didn't really exactly introduce my son, but this is Josh.
Howdy.
Any great words of wisdom?
Nope, not really.
He's our local grain elevator manager. So if any of the local farmers are watching this, why, they'll exactly know who he is. Anyways, appreciate his help today. He come out and hung out with me today. And I guess we'll see y'all in the next one.